And hey guys, it's Coach Lou from Team Infinite, and we are here tonight with Julie Eckert and Francisco Ortega. They're two rock star coaches in Team Infinite, and they have their own awesome teams. And we're going to talk about a lot of different stuff, a lot of different things, and we're all very excited because every one of us has gone through some ups and downs and all arounds with personal things, and in the end we've kind of come full circle, and we feel like I know I speak for myself, but I feel like a lot of good things have started to happen, and they're happening because I'm taking chances, I'm pushing through personal boundaries, and I'm making actions take the place of words. So, but that's a whole other topic almost. I wanna say hello to Francisco Ortega. He is a rock star Emerald coach slash pastor slash priest, and he is incredible. And I had the honor of seeing him again this year, but this time visiting him in his parish. And he was kind enough to let myself and my girlfriend stay at his parish at the rectory, and we got to meet some really great people in his team. And Francisco, I wanna ask, before we talk about Summit, I want to ask you something. What is it that keeps you going? Like, what gives you the motivation to continue with coaching or your workouts or both? Like what is it about it that just kind of gives you that spark that you need every day, like to keep going with this?
Thank you, Lou, and hello, everyone. I think that the one thing that is keeping me on this is first of all, the benefit that I see doing the Beachbody workouts, and also the time that I have been drinking the Shakeology. Um, I know that it sounds like very repetitive, that you have to be the product of the product, but it's really one of the things in my personal journey, and I have had several injuries, that because of the programs that I have done in Beachbody, I'm able to keep moving forward and I feel great. So for me, the what Beachbody is offering, it works. So that basically that's the reason. If those things will not be working, and you will be just moving forward and going and trying another thing, but basically the experience that I have had with Beachbody has been really positive, and in my journey physically, and also keeping me motivating to see how other people can get better as well. And I think that's basically the thing. When you see that the program are not working just for you but for other people, and you see that they are getting better and they can get results, I think that's one of the things that keeps me moving.
That's incredible. I'm laughing, and Julie, you're not going to believe this, but I caught Francisco do something when he was kind enough to let us experience one of his services. He and another priest were approaching me, and do you want to know what they did? Julie, you're never going to guess what they did. Are you ready?
What'd they do?
Okay, this is so incredible. They were proceeding towards the altar, and they bowed, but I watched very carefully. They did a perfect Autumn Calabrese worthy lunge.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, you had to see it. And I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating. If they had dumbbells in both hands, it would have been like perfect. It would have been spot on. And I got to say, Francisco, one of the things that made the experience of seeing you before Summit so incredible was, I didn't realize it, but there were members of your team in the service, in the room, in the church. And I think that's incredible. And I got to experience first and foremost, excuse me, uh, what it was like to see you coach other people. And I felt that you were helping people on such an incredible level. And immediately it comes to mind that Sharon, one of the people in your team,
Yeah.
her husband, they were with us, and we did a workout together. And you were very, very good at inspiring them. And what is it about working out with other people that you find you have to draw within yourself to help these people? Is it something that comes easily and naturally, or do you, how do you feel, what is it like when you as a coach are helping someone else when they're doing their workout? What is that experience like for you?
I remember when I was training Taekwondo, and the master, he was pushing you to do something or inviting you to, how a martial art class is, they don't talk to you softly. They are, I don't want to say aggressive, but they are a little more, a little more than the regular masters, teaching.
Yes.
So when I find the opportunity to help other people when we are doing the workout, it is just trying to share what you know that is going to help them, and sometimes they need that little inspiration for them to do things that they sometimes they believe that they are not possible to do it. But in my experience as a priest, the people who are open and welcoming and ready to move forward in this kind of exercise, being a priest, I think that's a plus. Because nowadays sometimes we see the priest just in the church and doing, the service, the religious service and the masses and everything that the priests do in church. And it's really weird for people to see the same priest who is in the altar celebrating the mass, doing lunges and push-ups and pull-ups and all that thing.
Incredible.
So when people can make that switch in their heads and see that the priest is not only the one who can inspire you, motivating you spiritually, but also as God is teaching us to take care of ourselves, and we do that thing in our personal lives, I think that's a plus for everyone, not only for them, but also for me as a priest, to have the opportunity to move forward in that direction that has been incredible. Little by little has been just a process of friendship and trust that people are just building little by little the group, and has been stable. And these years the group has been stable. We have another couple, Ruby and Fernando, that they're going to be parents in a couple of months. So Ruby and Fernando, that's why they are just step aside in the training from Beachbody. But there are also another couple who are linked with the group. And for me, that experience has been really, really amazing in how you help others, and especially in my service and my priesthood in my church. And it has been for me, I will not change it for anything.
Oh,
I will not change it. I'm being really, really honest. As a priest, is really complicated and difficult sometimes, nowadays especially. But when people can see that part that can help you, even when you are, when suppose that you have to be in church praying your rosary and celebrating the mass, and you are with them sweating and doing exercises and push-ups and following Shanti workouts or following Aaron Calabrese or Tony Horton, it is just another experience.
Now I got to ask you, how many summits have you gone to so far? I think 3. Am I wrong?
No, a little bit more. I had the opportunity. My first one was in Las Vegas. And then I skipped one. And then the other one, I think, was in Nashville twice. And then New Orleans. And then these 2 in
Oh, my goodness. So
yeah.
What is that, 5?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
You also went on one of the Beachbody cruises, I think, too, right?
Yeah, it was the first one. Yeah, the first one. No, not the first one, but one of the opportunities that I have recently when I got into the coach opportunity. I had the opportunity to go there, and it was great.
I think when I first met you, I know we had done a workout together with Sean T, and we did T25, and I will never forget that experience. And look at you now. Yeah, how many people came with you to Summit this year from your team?
My team, we were seven.
That's awesome.
Seven.
Wow. And what was it like being able to reconnect with them? And I think what you have as an advantage is your team is local to you. So this was like a family outing for you guys in a way, I would think. And was it a first time for some of the other people that went?
It was the first time for the son of Anna's son.
Okay.
He was the first summit. The rest of the team, they went. Some of them they attended last year.
Okay.
And Jerry and we went also. Several summits. But I think though that it's something that I would like to share with you in this phone call is how you are basically absorbing the information, and it's integrating all those advices that you receive for the speakers and in the summit. And I was sharing with Julie this afternoon that it is just growing in the experience of building your business as a business with their ups and downs. And sometimes a lot of people, they just give up. And I was sharing with Julie also that in the middle of everything, I was saying like, okay, this is going to be my last summit because of, different things. And in the parish that we are right now, we are merging and there will be more work to do. So I was thinking to just step aside, but when you see the fire and the people that they are doing the workouts with you, that you are helping them, that you see the results and they are motivated for what they are doing, for what they are eating, for what they are drinking. It is that extra fire that you need. And Maria was sharing with me that the people in Summit speaking and sharing the results, they are not different than us. They are not made different. They don't have any other different circumstances. It's everything in the way that they do things, and they have learned to do things. And I think that's the big difference. But I said to myself, we have everything too. Beachbody has been improving their platform for everything, for the website, for the information. I was going through all the information for the workouts and everything. There are tons of information that they have, and sometimes you don't even, have the idea to have all that information that you can share.
Oh.
But I think that this whole experience in Summit has been very helpful with me. And I want to keep doing it. And I know that something is gonna come. Something is gonna come.
Do you feel like Summit gives you like a spark, like it reinvigorates you? I've always felt that when I go to Summit, I get replenished, I get refueled. And that's why it was so hard for me not to go. And it really helped that you and I got to connect before Summit. And what are your thoughts on when you go to Summit, like how does it fill you with energy and do you get like I was gonna say overwhelmed, but the real word is do you become like elevated with excitement with the idea that you're gonna keep going, that you want to continue to coach, want to keep helping people? Did anyone on your team even experience that? Are there any members of your team that didn't really have a full handle on it, and then they go to Summit and then they have like this eureka moment? What would you say about that?
For me, looking in that experience, it happened really something really funny last year. The structure of Summit, then you have the opening ceremony, and then that they have the workouts, and then the sessions, and everything has like a kind of very structured and itinerary, the times and everything. And when you go with that mentality that, okay, I know everything and I know what it is, you really don't take advantage of what they have to offer.
Wow.
And this time for me was like, okay, I have been in Summit for several years now, and it's like getting, like getting everything. It's like, okay, this is what I have to do. This is what something I have to say, things that I have to do, things that I have done wrong, things that I have to improve. Because that's the other thing. Summit is the opportunity to receive motivation, inspiration for the people and friends that are with you, but also to correct, modify, learn things that you have done wrong. And we are sometimes the ones that say, oh, well, I have tried this and I have tried that and it's not working, or I'm tired, that negativity that the people are saying no. And after spending 2-3 hours with one person, then suddenly said, oh, I'm going to tell you later, and then never comes back to you. You know, all that dynamic. It's a process. It's a learning process. You are learning skills.
It's great.
And that's tough. You know, that learning skills is not easy. You have to move out of your comfort zone, do something that you are not accustomed to do. And a personal experience, and this summit, Rachel Hollis, I think that's the right name. Rachel Hollis was one of the speakers on this summit. She was being one of the bestsellers, you know, in books nowadays. And she got into the stage, and you know, all the coaches, they were clapping and everything. And she stopped, and she said, "I'm going to ask the DJ again to play the Beyonce song that they used for the for the introduction." Said, "I want to ask the DJ to reply the music, and you have to show me your energy, and you have to show me your Beachbody spirit." So she did it twice, Lou. She did it twice, and then in the dynamic, she was saying, "Okay, we're gonna do this, and I need everybody stand up. Everybody stand up. You have to jump as high as you can, and you can show that energy." And says, "And I want you to do it." Because if you are not able to do it right now, that nobody's watching you, you know, basically, and you are in the auditorium, you are facing, you know, the stage. Nobody's facing where the seats are. But the lady said, Rachel said, "Do it now. Jump as high as you can and be happy and put your hands on the air and your arms to the air." So because if you don't do it here, so how are you going to go outside? And how are you going to do things outside when somebody's watching you?
Wow.
That one, for me was like, I'm accustomed to being in front of people. But for me was like snapping in the head. It was like, okay, this is something that I need to do if I need to move forward. Because we don't have to take care of what other people are thinking. We are doing something that is good for us and for others. But that moment for me was crucial. And every single time now after Summit, I remember that. When I start doing, or I start having the attitude that I had before, and I said, "No, I'm not gonna do it. Oh no, I'm not gonna message these people. I don't wanna email that person." I remember that time in the arena when that lady said, "Stand up, jump, put your hands up, do crazy things now that nobody's watching you, because if you are able to do it now, you will be able to do it."
That's great. Wow. I'm so happy that you had that experience, and it sounds like you had a really great time and your team enjoyed themselves. What was it like for your team to see the super trainers? I think you did a workout with Chris Dowling. Am I wrong?
Oh yeah, I did it. Yeah.
Okay. What was that like? Did you have a great time? Was it exciting? What were your giveaways?
It was brutal. If I can say that, it was brutal, because you know how crazy, you know how his energy is.
Yeah.
And he was done with us 30 minutes after, and you know the workout is going for 45 minutes. And he said, "Okay, so now we're gonna make a circle in the big hall." When maybe, I don't know, maybe 400, 500, maybe more people inside. And he said, okay, now let's gonna make a circle. And everybody was looking at each other like, are you kidding me? So you're gonna make a circle with 600 people on the hall. So he took his time. He says, okay, we have 15 minutes. So let's gonna do 7 minutes launching. And then we're gonna wait, and then we're gonna launch for another 7 minutes.
Oh my God. Oh man.
So everybody, everybody was committed. Everybody was doing it. Everybody was yelling and screaming, but you could see and you could feel the energy, and nobody walked away. Everybody stayed, and everybody following what the super training was doing. The energy is always to the sky. It's really, really high on those moments.
That's amazing. I'm tempted to ask you about the super workout, but before I do that, what do you have to tell everyone? Like, I kind of know the answers to these questions already, but you were there on the front lines. What is coming out that's new? Like, what new programs? What did they talk about? I know there's something called The Work, and there was, I think, a yoga program, something that's. What can you tell us anything about anything that's coming around the bend?
Yeah, well, there are several things that I was very happy to hear. Besides the new program, it's coming a new trainer in next year, so that will be a plus. I think that Shanti is the one who is doing like a kind of a crazy workouts. Chris is doing it, but I think the intensity like Shanti has in their workouts is like unique. And I think that these new the workout, as they call it, the work.
Yeah, The Work.
The work, right?
I know there's a lot of cuss words in it, so I know that's.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be really cool because the intensity of the workout.
Yeah.
And they had a new program who is based on ballet and inspired on ballet and the training that the ladies are doing in the bar. Lifting legs and everything.
Okay. Wow.
So that workout is gonna be inspired and let me check my notes because that's going to be also a good program that is coming. Also, the new boost from for Shakeology that is making your nails stronger and your skin better.
Yeah, I heard about that. Collagen. I don't know how to say it.
Collagen, yes. Yeah, the collagen Shakeology boost. That was also available on there, so that all the ladies were crazy to get one of those. If they were selling a product to more hair, then I will be the one to buy the product.
I remember they used to have the Derm exclusive, and I actually tried that, and I wasn't really serious about it, but it really did work. So I think I'm going to try this too because I'm getting older. Everyone is, and whatever it'll do for skin, I'd like to try. And
yeah,
I personally, I don't like to promote things unless I'm using them too. So I'll probably give it a shot. And I didn't know it was something you mix with your shake until as of recent. So,
yeah, you can add it to your shake also.
I think I heard they're going to bring pumpkin. Is it good, like the pumpkin spice? Is that coming?
Yeah, the pumpkin spice Shakeology is coming. I'm just taking it. There was the picture on the big screen. The work is coming. It's coming also the pumpkin spice Shakeology.
Is there a mint flavor coming too, or something?
I think it's chocolate mint.
Okay.
Peppermint. Peppermint.
Mocha. Peppermint mocha.
Oh,
Yeah, peppermint mocha. Exactly. This is the other workout that is coming.
Okay, and that's a ballet-like workout?
Barre Blend. As the program. What other things are coming? The Beachbody bar, chocolate enamel crunch.
Cool.
That's another new flavor. Peppermint mocha, and the new apparel, and I think that so far that was the.
I have a big question. What was the? I personally am not a big shopper, but when I go to Summit, I do enjoy going to the core.
Yeah.
So what was the core like this year? What did they?
It was very impressive, Lou. It was less merchandise than years before.
Okay.
It was a smaller products available.
Okay.
So I don't know if they are having now the tendency to go and shopping online that there, because there were very few products. Even the products in sale, they were not like crazy like years before. So they have, the
Was there a
sections and everything.
markdown area? Was there like a discounted section?
There was a discount section
That's
also.
all I care about.
Yeah, exactly. So what is the sales? The sales. Show me the sales. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was impressed that there was not so big like previous years.
Okay. Now, what was it like for like I know there's the opening ceremony, and then Carl Dykla will have some things to say in the next couple of days in the closing ceremony. What was it like during those events? What were your takeaways from any of that, like the opening ceremony? Or did Shailene come out and talk again? Or, what happened during the closing ceremony? Anything you can tell us, because we would love to hear the details.
Well, the closing ceremony was a little longer than previous years also. I think that in the beginning was a group, showing and inspiring people. And then during the whole program, they are announcing the people, the candidates to win the big prize. So, and they are working in like a kind of blocks, and depending of a block, it was the presentation for the years. I think this year they included another category for the winners. They started from the older ones. I think it was from 49 and older, and then the 30s to 49, and then the youngest ones. So they have three groups, and one male, one female in each category. So basically the ceremony was going and throwing and going in that direction. There was no more speakers, just the how you call it, the prize for the top coaches, the ones that are elite coaches, and the new 14 and 15 diamond coaches, and there's basically all the reward, all the prizes are given in that series.
I always feel inspired when I see the elite coaches and the upper level coaches come forward. And did any of them have any words of wisdom to offer? Did anyone give any nuggets of wisdom or insight on any level? Or
they were interviewing three of them. In this year, they opened the opportunity to have winners from UK and from Canada. So they brought it to the stage also, and they were sharing. I think it was from UK, this coach, and she was mentioning about the time that she is spending in her business. She was really clear, and she said, I only have 2 hours in my day, and that's the only time that I invest. 2 hours per day. And those are other things, that when you are going in these kind of activities, it's an investment. Everything you have to do it like in that way. It's an investment. Things that you can do better, things that you can improve. You have 24 hours in a day. You cannot add hours to the day, but you can make the space and to reschedule sometimes things or prioritize things in your day in order to make or create the space to work in your business.
Wow. Oh, you reminded me when you said UK and Canada. I think I heard that France is now going to be open to business.
Yeah, they open in France now, and they had another options, but I think that the connection that they made in Canada with the language, it is basically opening the opportunity to go for.
I think that's great.
For France. Yeah.
It's what is it? What would you say to a new coach about the value of going to Summit? What would you tell someone who hadn't been there, or someone who feels they don't have like a solid direction, or what is your advice, or what are your words of wisdom to someone who's never been to Summit, like what they might experience? What would you have to say to them?
Right away, Lou, this is just an opportunity for you to keep growing in your personal and professional growth. It is the opportunity to learn something new, to expand your mind, to see something new, to hear other information. It is a great opportunity to vitalize yourself in whatever you are doing, because what I discover in the summit is that they are obviously giving you the tools for grow in your Beachbody coach opportunity, but this is for life. I mean, this is not just for business. This is
Wow.
for your own life, and then you have to take advantage of it, because that what you are receiving, you can use it in every single aspect in your life. With whatever you are doing, are tools that they can help you. So it's not really a wasting time, you know. It is an investment, and they really bring a very good people to share with you something that is gonna fit your mind. It's gonna feel your spirit. It's gonna fit
Wow.
yourself. So everything.
I am so excited that you went, and I can't wait to be there with you next year. And I think I speak on behalf of many people on our team too. I want to. Hey, Julie, you're still on the call, right? Julie?
Yep, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I want to ask you: is there anything you would like to say about any of your past journeys to Summit? Anything? And I was thinking of you because I know Francisco was saying how brutal the Chris Dowling workout was, and I remember you and I were working out at a gym in the hotel, and I remember you bought I think you bought the DVDs or something, and you had them on a laptop in the gym, and you were just going right at it, right out the gate. And this is, I think, before I had even done a shift shop workout. But what would you like to say about Summit and any of the times that you had gone? Is there anything you want to throw out there? Anything you'd like to add?
Sure. And I will say Chris Dowling is definitely brutal. I did the workout too at his gym when he invited all of our coaches for a free day up here. And oh my God. Okay. Like, you want to talk about your legs burning?
Wow.
I was dying at the end. Yeah. But he pushes you and he motivates you to keep going as long as you can. So it's really empowering. But I really love Summit personally because, like I was sharing with Francisco earlier today, that it is so positive, and being around people who really care about helping others as the focus instead of just like helping themselves is such a moving and inspiring thing to be around. And like for me, that's something I don't normally find in my day job. And that's something I've always enjoyed about coaching and going to Summit, is that you're surrounded by such positivity and such motivation from not only our own coaches, but also all of the coaches that are involved in Beachbody, and even like Carl Deichler and all of the Beachbody team themselves. I mean, they're always, focused on getting through Summit, but also they are very positive and motivating when you speak to them one-on-one too, which
I think that's awesome. I got to say, I love when I can catch up with you at Summit. You are a firecracker, a ball of energy. And I've done, I think we did a Tony Horton workout one year too. And it's just, it's intense. And it's just, it's just a lot of fun. It's always fun to be in your presence and to be enjoying it with you and with Francisco too. And I think it's awesome. And I think it's great that you're going next year. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. And like I said, I'm going to try and put together something that maybe we could do in Ohio, like in Mid-Span or something like that. But Maria, I know you're on the call too. I'm not. I don't think you've been to Summit yet. Am I mistaken?
You're not mistaken. No, I didn't go to Summit, but I did sign up to go to the Super Weekend this weekend that's coming up.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great.
New York City. It's going to be at the JFK Airport Hotel. So yeah, I'm doing that. This is my first Beachbody event that I'm doing.
Oh my God, are you excited? You must be excited.
I'm very excited.
Now,
Very excited.
Maria, tell us a little about yourself, because I know like everybody kind of has like a favorite program or a favorite something, but yours is To Be Mindset. Am I mistaken?
No, you're not mistaken. To be is my passion. I'm actually a dietitian that's what I went to school for. So my passion has always been about nutrition. But I had to leave my job as a dietitian a long time ago, like 2011, because I had to care for my mom when she had back surgery.
Oh,
And after that, I joined my family business, and it's not my passion. It doesn't make me happy. So, but I'm kind of committed to family, and I'm there, and I'm doing what I got to do. But this is what I do that makes me get up in the morning.
I'm glad.
And
No, keep going.
go ahead.
That's awesome. I'm excited that you brought up it used to be called Super Saturday. Now they call it the Super Weekend. And I'm glad you said it, because we almost overlooked that. It is this weekend. If anyone can make it to a local event, that would be great. It's I have my girlfriend's 50th birthday party that day. So I don't know what to do. So but I'll be there in spirit. And I'm so excited that you're going. And I remember what it was like. First of all, the one you're going to, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's a pretty big event, right? It's pretty much.
Yeah, that's the one that Jericho is going to be at.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I did the
Oh my goodness.
VIP ticket so that I could get my picture taken with her. So,
God, that's great. Yeah, you're going to be so excited. And the good thing about going to a Super Weekend is it's kind of like a mini summit in a way. It's like it's a condensed version of energy. It's not spread out over the 3 or 4 days like Summit. And you're in, and you are like just inundated with positivity. And I think you're going to love the experience. And I'm speaking for myself when I remember that the first time I went to what was then called the Super Saturday, I was a little terrified. I was like, oh, what is it going to be like? If there's a workout, what are we doing? And it felt so natural. And it always feels like you're going and seeing old friends again for the first time in a long time. And they're not even people that you know on a personal level. And you make new friends, and you hear different things from different people. And you're probably bringing a lot to the table because of what you've done with the To Be Mindset as well. And what's really cool about this particular session you're going to, yes, it's going to have Jericho, but they're going to blow the lid off everything that went on at Summit, because they're going to have footage of that. They're going to kind of give you like a really good catch up on what had happened. So I think you're going to, how are you getting there? By car?
Car, yeah. I'm only 2 hours away from New York City.
Wings. It's going to be like that. You're going to just sprout wings and fly home when it's done. And you know what we'll do? Maybe we'll have another call next week, and we'll talk about that. And what got you to decide to do this? Was it easy to just pull the trigger on it? Were you determined to go to a Super Weekend, or you just Jericho or a little?
I actually I watched the stream of the opening ceremony of the summit. I don't know if anybody else did that didn't go, but I did. And, it just kind of pumps you up to want to be a part of that. And I keep plugging away to, trying to grow up this business that I'm trying to do here and help as many women as I possibly can feel healthier and stronger. And I just got to get a tribe, and I'm trying to learn how to do that. And I just feel that I needed to make this move to kind of, move it forward. So
I think it's going to pay off in dividends for you. I think it's really going to give you what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
They bring so much to the table with the Super Weekend. And
Mm-hmm.
what's really cool is they spring things on you too. They're going to talk about things that they didn't even talk about at Summit. They're going there's always something like a wait, there's more. You know, I don't know if it's a new program or something, but they're probably going to talk about events that are happening in the spring or something to that effect, or they'll elaborate more on what's going to happen with new programs. But more importantly, it's a great way for a coach to come and just absorb information, to just kind of like bathe themselves in that positivity, that can-do attitude. And even myself, I mean, I've had funks of my own where I said, I don't want to do this anymore. And I go to a Super Saturday, as it was called back then. And I drive home and I'm all excited. And you got to do yourself a favor. Take lots of pictures, get those pictures with Jericho. We want the details. We want the dirty details. And we're going to be counting on you to post them. Like Francisco, I didn't even ask him. And he was just blowing up my news feed with all the stuff at Summit. And that's just the way to go. Is anyone else on the call going to a super weekend? I don't know if you're going, Francisco or Julia. I'm sorry, Julie. Are either of you going? It's not a loaded question. I'm just asking because I don't know.
I personally am not, because I already have other commitments this weekend, or else I would. It's a little too far for me to get to and get back to what I've already committed to this weekend. So I'm a little bummed about that, but that's okay, because I'm going to try. And my husband is here saying to me, you're going.
Well, what's really cool is they have them quarterly. So, it'll be, the next one will probably be, I guess, in the winter at some point. But it's, I know that each of us get the full benefit when we share our experiences with each other. So if maybe what we'll do next week is we'll do another call, and Maria will have you come on and we'll talk to you about what you experienced with that. And I want to kind of like get this back and going. We were doing this for a long time. And Maria, before you came on the call, I was telling everyone, we all kind of went like full circle with life happens and stuff in our lives. Anything. It was everything, family and work and the unthinkable. It could be anything, but we're all here. We're all still here. All the dust settles. The four of us are still standing, and we're going to really rock this. And I want to make every coach that wants to make this happen feel that they have all the tools that they need to do this and the support. And I want to thank you guys for being on this call. If I sound really happy, I am, because I didn't tell you this. I mentioned this in the beginning, but we were supposed to only have 40 minutes, but this little message flashed on Zoom that, surprise, we're giving you more time. So the recording didn't stop. So I'm very happy about that. But guys, I'm going to end this call in a second. Is there anything anyone wants to say, any question anyone has? Is there something you want to like declare, like I don't know, a manifesto, or you want to share some personal insight with the universe on coaching or anything? If you want to each go one by one, that's fine. You know what? Why don't we do that? Let me just throw you guys in the spotlight. I'll go with Francisco.
Yes, sir.
What would you like to say? You could say anything you want. It could be anything. You could sing a Beatles song, whatever you want to do.
I would like just to say and to share the theme that the summit had this year. You belong here. And that's also a lot of sense makes, because we are part of these activities to help others and feel better and have a healthy life. But I think that each and every one of us as coaches, as you said, we have something attached with Beachbody. It could be the workout, could be the Shakeology, could be something that you like about this company. And whatever you are doing or whatever you are sharing, you are part of Beachbody. So we are taking that everywhere we go. So that you belong here, that they were basically saying you're not just here in the group, you belong here. That means is one mission, is one opportunity for everybody to have a healthy lifestyle.
I want to do a cartwheel right now. That was so beautiful. That is so true. And thank you for sharing that. It's okay. Julie, you're next. What would you like to say? What would you like to yell out to the universe? What do you want to? Could be anything you want. You could use swear words for 2 minutes. Whatever. I'm kidding. What would you like to say?
Okay, like how often have I done that? Okay. My husband is pointing to himself going, I swear for both of us. But anyway, find that spark within you. Find whatever it is that you're looking for and use that to motivate yourself to keep going forward, because that is what is going to propel you to do your best and to always go for what you want in life.
Oh, that was beautiful. That is so true. It's, yeah. Okay, that is spot on, perfect, and thank you for sharing that. Okay, Maria, what would you like to say? What would you want to announce to the world? Your
This is hard, Lou. For goodness' sake. I think it's very hard.
You don't have to do this just so you. No, I'm kidding.
All right. Yeah, right. Because you're the one asking the question.
I'm gonna do it.
I think that. I think that what I want to say is I was made to do what I'm passionate about. So, and I'm doing it for myself, and I'm just trying to pay it forward. So if I can be there for someone else to, feel good and feel stronger, then that's what I was made to do.
That was perfect. I love it. I love it. I love it. See, that was easier than you thought. Look at that. All right. Well, it's my turn. I have nothing to say. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to say.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to say that you should all believe in yourselves. You should never doubt yourself. If things go wrong, and they will, don't let it stop you. Don't let the bad things in life prevent you from pursuing what you want to do with coaching, with anything in life, because I've come to learn that the bad things that happen to us are things that make us stronger, and that's the ammunition that we need to help others. And I've had some really difficult times with divorce and breakups. I was engaged after I got divorced, and a big mistake. But I was living in very miserable conditions in one apartment, and now it's all going better. And Francisco can vouch for that. He met my girlfriend, and the point I'm trying to make is we're stronger than we think we are, and we have to realize it. These workouts we do, they're healthy for us. They make our bodies strong. But I've always felt that the analogy of doing a workout is kind of similar to the hardships we experience in life. We don't lose fat. We don't burn fat. We don't build muscle unless we go that extra mile with the cardio, unless we do those extra weights, unless we eat right. We don't. And like that, when you're going through these hard times, they're helping you grow. They're giving you strength and resilience, and they're really helping you. And I find that I am a better coach when I experience these things and when I find the positivity in everything. And it's not always easy to do. It's very hard to do that sometimes, but I can tell you first and foremost, I can't believe I made that word up and did it twice. I will tell you that it's a lot of fun to be a coach. If you had to find one reason to keep coaching, yes, it's to help others, but I always recommend to coaches, and this is advice that was given to me from my own coach, have fun with it. It's fun. We all have day jobs. We all work hard. Nobody wants to have another night job, another moonlighting experience. And if you think about coaching is a lot of fun. Helping others is rewarding. We all, I know Francisco and Julie, you were there with me when Simon Sinek was presenting one year, and he talked about how helping others releases dopamines and endorphins in us, and helping others and doing good for others makes other people want to keep doing good and doing better for other people too. It's proportional. It's exponential growth in every way. So that's my jumbled up universe offering right now. I said like 12 different things in one run-on sentence. I am sorry. But I'm so excited that we got to do this call. I want to thank all of you, and I'm going to save this recording, and I'll post the link. And you should put it in your teams if you want them to experience anything about what we did. And it was kind of fun, you know? So thank you, guys. Anyone have anything else they want to say?
Just thank you, Lou, for the opportunity to share the experience in Summit.
You're
Thank
very
you.
welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
And I didn't have the opportunity to talk with Maria. So Maria,
Yeah.
thank you for joining us.
All right, guys. I'm going to give you one piece of homework. It's really easy. At some point, post in Team Infinite what you would like the subject matter to be for future calls. We had fun with this. Let's do it again. Let's keep this going. And today we have 4 coaches on our call. Next time we'll have 14 or maybe 20 or who knows. So we're here for the long haul. So you guys have a great night. Thanks for coming on the call, okay?
Bye-bye, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Bye.